What would you say to a person who is considering teaching or preparing to teach in a high need school?
Do it, do it, do it.
I would say to someone who's preparing to teach or getting ready to teach in a high needs school that one of the best things that you can do is to learn about your community. Try to do whatever you can to figure out who are the people that you're going to be serving. Who are the families? What are the kinds of gifts that they bring? What are their funds of knowledge? What can you do to learn about the area where you're going to be teaching and really value what they bring to the school community? And then I think that maybe another thing would be to think about and look for opportunities where you can be an advocate. I think when you do that, the rewards will be great both for yourself and for your students.
If somebody wanted to move to my community to teach, and it's kind of funny because in a weird way, I had this conversation inadvertently with the Filipino exchange teachers that we've had. I mean, they have been here a year before, but they were still struggling with the community. They were still struggling with the kids. And even though I had just fallen in the door, not 3 or 4 weeks before them, as being a member of my own community, I would have these conversations. I would be like, okay, well, have you done this? Have you done this? And a lot of it really is just, again, cultural immersion and just cultural competence. For me, like I said, learning about other cultures, like the white Caucasian and the Latinx. I mean, I'd known a lot of it growing up, but you still have kids who come from different parts and different pockets of Latinx cultures that I'm not familiar with. So, I find even asking questions or asking, is it okay if I talk to your parent? And a lot of them are really open to that. And I was real happy that a lot of them were thrilled that I wanted to know. And like I said, just a lot of it really is just knowing the area and just asking questions. A lot of them are hard questions to ask, and then finding people, like me who happen to be a teacher, but I was willing to answer their questions, and then just having them come up to me and asking me. And I was okay with that. And I would give them suggestions about how to approach certain parents or grandparents or whatever, and, and just help them along. And I think that kind of worked out. And they had much better relationships towards the end of the year. And they were talking about certain students had shown improvement or better behavior just because they had a better understanding of each other.
What a person should know as they're preparing to teach, whether it's at any type of school or high needs school, is you've got to get to know the kids. I think most people, when they make that decision to become a teacher, content-wise, they're going to know that content. But one thing that I really wasn't prepared for was just the social and emotional learning, that connection piece to making with the kids, to understanding that kids are more than just people sitting in your classroom. They have a life outside of the walls. They have a life that's going on, and that affects how they do in the classroom. And the more time you take getting to know the kids, as I'm starting to realize, even my 6th, 7th, 8th year teaching, I'm starting to realize that's just as important as being able to stand up and name different elements on the periodic table. On top of all that, you've got to have fun. If you're having fun, the kids are having fun, and a bonus is they're learning as well. So you can't take yourself very seriously. I've heard the adage of you can't smile until Christmas or something like that with their kids. No, have fun. Let them have fun at your expense. Let them know you're a person. You're going to make mistakes. They're going to laugh at you. Laugh with them. Make the classroom comfortable in a place that they feel like they want to come to. And you'll get a lot more buy-in and a lot more work out of them.
People who work in a high needs school, I believe, have one of the most rewarding positions they could have. The whole Noyce ideal about working toward helping everybody succeed, that has really been a driving force for me, and I'm sure I'm very not alone. I would encourage anybody to teach in a high need school because the need is there and we can make such a good impact.